Welcome guys in this third video of our series on game engine. Now in the previous video we created our main loop and our core class, our engine class, which is gonna handle everything, handle events and update stuff. And in this video we're gonna be creating our windows, show some couple of things on the screen because that's important. Because if we want to draw anything on the screen with SDL, we at least need to create a window. Now if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we can still go back to the previous video and see we had this loop here, as you can see on the screen, which is showing that the program is updating, and as long as I leave this, it will always run. Now let's get started. Now the first thing we need to create in our engine class in order for us to have to create a window is to create two variables. We need a window, a pointer, a window, and we need a renderer, because the renderer is going to be the guy on which we will draw everything and draw, and it will contains everything that will be drawn on the screen actually. So now we simply say SDL, so we need to make sure we include SDL in the top here. So we say include SDL. No, it's not the one I want. SDL, this is the one I want. So I'll say SDL window, it's a pointer, so make sure to define it as a pointer. So we say window. We also need a renderer, so I'm gonna say SDL renderer. It's also a pointer, so M renderer. Now this renderer is going to be used all over the code. That's why we need a get function to be able to access that renderer. So we'll go up here and say inline. If you don't know what inline means, it's an early C++ syntax which actually optimizes the compiler. It makes this, what it basically does is, whenever I will call this function, it will simply copy this value and paste this in the place where I need this function to be called. So it's not important, but just something like that. Now I will say SDL renderer. It's gonna return a pointer, get renderer. And we'll simply return the renderer we have right here. That's important. Now for the window, we need now to create this window and this renderer and define how they should be looking. So now I need some couple of constant ops here. So we need to define the screen width and height. That's important. So I'm gonna be going with 960 for the width, and the screen height is gonna be a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna be going with 640. So we just want it to be like that because it's important to have constant for these kind of things, because we're gonna be accessing this all over the code, and it's important to define values like that. Now we don't need this update anymore. I also have to remove this for now. Now before creating any windows, we need to initialize SDL, and we also need to make sure that SDL was successfully initialized, because we don't want to start the program if SDL didn't initialize. So we're also going to be using SDL image, so just edit for now. We don't want to spend too much time on that. SDL image, because we also want to initialize it, so that's important for us. So we'll simply go here and say if SDL init, we want to init the video system, SDL init so video, and we also want to init SDL image. We want to check if this is different from 0, because When the initialization was successful, then SDL returned 0. When not, then return -1 or something different from 0. So we say img init, and we also need to define the flags. We need to define the PNG and the JPEG format, because those are both image format that we're gonna be using. You can still, I think there's something like everything. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. No, the end. So we have this img and init PNG. So those are the two components we have. And if this is also different from 0, so if this happens, if this is different from 0, then we need to return false first of all. That means the initialization wasn't correct. But we also want to give a message and know what was wrong, because we need to know why SDL didn't work correctly. So we say SDL log. You can still use the std function from C++, but I want to use this one. So I'm going to say failed to initialize SDL. So, and I'm going to put the message right here using the string or the char, because this is a C function. SDL was written in C, so that's why I'm using this C format to render the return or to show the error message. So we can check this, because if this is correct, then we say we say return is running is equal to true. We want to set is running to true and return it directly. So that's the idea of this. So if anything wasn't wrong, then we'll simply set this value to true and returns it. Now I need to give some text here to make sure it's working properly. To the update function, just put something there. So just close this. Now I don't want this failed message, because this can bring some confusion. So let me go ahead and put this run. What is missing? SDL error. Let's see down here. Return was not declared. I didn't write it well. Return. So I run it. You see, we have the normal text of update coming out, which means SDL was initialized properly. That's perfect. Now we have SDL initialized. The next step is to create our window. So if SDL was initialized, we say and window is equal to SDL create window. The first component is the title of the window. So I'm gonna say soft engine. You can call it whatever you want, doesn't matter. The next two components define the position of the windows on the screen. So I want it to be centered. So I'm going to say SDL windows pose, window pose. Yeah, center it. It's a constant. So let's copy it again. It's going to center the screen in the X and the Y axis. So that's the idea of it. Now we need to define the size, the width, and the height. So we'll say, you remember those two components we've defined earlier. So, and we also have screen height. The last component is used to define if we want our windows to be in full screen mode or not. So we don't want it right now to be in full screen mode. We'll simply put 0. So that's our windows created. But we need to check if this windows was created successfully. That's important. So in order for us to do that, we'll simply say if window is equal to null pointer. So if it wasn't initialized, then we need to give a message like the one up there and return false. So SDL failed to create window, and we get the reason why the windows wasn't created. Now if the windows was created successfully without any problem, we can create our renderer. So we say renderer is equal to SDL create renderer. The first parameter is going to be the windows on which the renderer will be, putting. And the index, we don't need it right now, just put -1. The third one is going to be flags about how the renderer should work. Should it be synchronized with the frequency of our system or not? So we're going to be putting two components here which are important, two flags: SDL renderer accelerated, this is one, and the second one is we want it to be synchronized, SDL renderer present DV synchronized. We want to synchronize it with the frame rate of our screen, so that that's important. Actually, I think you get what I mean. It will be synchronized with the 60 frame per second of our screen. So that's how we create a renderer. But we also need to check if the renderer is also created successfully. So we also go ahead and say if renderer is equal to null pointer, then we also want to give a message and say this renderer wasn't created successfully. So we say fail to create renderer, and we get the error message. So but if this doesn't happen, then everything was correct. Then we can simply return this guy here and everything will be perfect. Now we want our windows to appear. We also want to set like which background color the renderer should have. So we go in our render function and we simply say SDL render draw color, renderer render draw color. Yeah, hope I'm not wrong about that. Or set render draw color. Yeah. Now we give our renderer, because we want to set the color of this renderer, so just give some kind of value. This is the RGB standard. You just have to give value between 0 and 255. Yeah, and you will have color appearing, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna be setting this, and yeah, we want to present the renderer after we put this color. We simply say SDL render present and say renderer. So we have this. So I think this should be it for now. So if I run this, we have some issue. What is wrong? Make sure I forgot the semicolon. So now we have our windows with the dark background. Now it can do anything because we don't have any event handler. Then that's why the system don't know how to handle these windows right now. That's why you see how this thing blocking. Now we can figure out that by adding a simple event handler to this. So we're gonna be going to the event function. We'll say SDL event. So we create an event, and we're gonna be saying SDL pull event. We pass the reference of this event to it, right? And we say switch event dot type. Now we want to check if we have SDL quit event. So if we click on the red button on the top of the windows here, we want to close the window. So we're simply gonna say if we click on this, we'll call the quit function. We simply call the quit function and we say break. And now our quit function, all he has to do is to set our is running to false. Then the loop will be stopped. So for now we can test it and see. You see our Windows is working now properly without error message, and that's perfect. So I think that's a lot for now. We're gonna be stopping like this for this video. In the next video, we're gonna be adding more stuff on this, and we're also gonna be starting with our texture manager class. We'll be able to draw things on the screen. So as I always say, the code is in the description below. You can download it for free, and yeah, if you have any question or concern, take time to write in the description below. Ciao.